Telling, jumpstart your writing, get over the hump. Jump into fiction with Shirley Jump. Jumpstart your writing, get over the hump. Jump into fiction with Shirley Jump.
Hey guys, welcome to another live stream. This is an impromptu one because I just felt like working on fiction and I want an excuse, right, to do that instead of what I was working on today. Thank you to Wendy and Robert already being here. I'm super excited to see you. This is for everybody who's never been here before. This is for us to just write together. We do 10-minute sprints and you work on whatever you want to work on. Some people are editing, some people are writing fresh. I'm going to go back and forth between a book that is, the revisions are due January 15th, a book that comes out next year, and then also my special project that I'm working on for myself. First, I want to tell you guys, thank you for following. I have 1,000 followers. Anybody who's in YouTube land knows that's like a big milestone to hit, and I'm super excited. I just love you all for that. and we also get to celebrate my amazing Christmas tree books. So I'm grateful to every single one of you that are here. If you're just watching the replay, go ahead and write with us, and you can feel free to drop a question in the comments if you have it, because thank you, Wendy, because this is a place where you get a rare opportunity to pick my brain live. So if you're struggling with something in your book or in your prologue, which is something I talked about today on my channel, you can ask me right here and now, and I can help you with it. So I want to get right to work because I don't have as much time today as I normally do on my Friday live sprints, which we will also be doing a live sprint on Friday. So let's do a 10-minute sprint. I got to get my timer here. I swear I need like one of those old-fashioned egg timer things. Of course, your phone never does anything when it's supposed to. Oh, and now my Siri is talking to me. Okay, let's go do 10 minutes. there we go. That was a quick 10 minutes. And Wendy has one from Target. I'm not sure what you're talking about. My book Christmas tree, I'm not sure. Not 1,000 subscribers. If I could buy those in Target, I probably would have. So I don't know how you guys did with your writing or what you're working on today. Like I said, I'm working on this revision. So a lot of it's just kind of reading and getting to the points where my editor wanted me to increase the suspense plot a little bit more, is the gist of it. She was really happy with the book overall, and I just need to tweak the suspense plot a little bit more, add a few more clues and things like that, which is always kind of fun because it allows me to kind of give the book one more buff, right? Which I'm going to tweak it and keep fussing with it until they make me turn it in, and to also write a little bit more and revisit those characters. So it was pretty exciting. And the other thing that I'm working on is an egg timer. Yeah, I definitely need to get an egg timer. I should put that on my Christmas list because it'd be easier than the phone. My phone, the screen dims within like 6 minutes. And so then I have to look over and tap it to make sure it comes back up. So anyways, hey Malcolm, good to see you here. I hope I answered your question in the Circle community. Anybody who's not in the Circle community, I should probably drop that link in there. We were having a discussion over there about Malcolm's main character, and I usually post the first link to my new videos and things like that so that you guys can have that and get to see, not necessarily first dibs because sometimes I'm running behind and I'm just barely making it out on the Mondays and the Wednesdays, but in general, just to give you guys a little bit more discussion space and everything else. So like when I posted the video about prologues this morning, I also posted it in the Circle community and then asked some questions about prologues. And then I realized that when I edited it and put it up, my son, who does some of my editing for me, said, Mom, you have this whole big longer piece about prologues that you forgot. So there will be a second video about prologues coming out once I get that up there. Robert, working on your first book at 77, better late than never, and getting that first chapter right. Absolutely. So the person that got me into romance writing, actually, which is where my career started, she was 81 when she sold her first book. She had been a psychotherapist, I think, for a long time, and then she was one of the very first Black authors to do Black-centered books, and they were really amazing. They were historicals. They were really great. It was a long, long time ago. So it's never too late, in my opinion. And writing is one of those things, thankfully, unlike playing basketball for the NBA, that you can do forever and ever and ever. And for me, I don't concentrate on getting that first chapter perfect. I just move forward because you're always going to be peppering in more things and layering more things. And sometimes you'll find as you get to chapter 3, which happens to me every once in a while, that the plot takes a different turn because you've gotten to know these characters a little bit better. It's like meeting new neighbors, and now you're 3 chapters in, you've seen them in some different situations, and you may think, what I was planning in that first chapter isn't going to quite work out. I think it's good to allow yourself to be fluid with the process because some things, even with the best of intentions and plans, just don't work no matter how well you plan them ahead of time. And I'm glad that Malcolm liked the thoughts that we had there about the character, about the main character. And Wendy, the heart and hand little timer, which is awesome. And everybody's, struggling with their first chapters. Just move on. Move on is my advice because you can always fix it and tweak it later. You just need to get the book down. And I think sometimes that's the hardest part. And to be honest, you will learn more from writing an entire book than I can ever teach you on this channel or you can ever read in a book. Getting all the way to the end and constructing an entire book is like a college education in itself. I cannot tell you how many people I have sat next to in editorial pitch meetings or agent pitch meetings that had written 15 sets of 3 chapters, and the editor and agent would say, just go home and finish a book because it will teach you a lot. And it will probably be crappy. You guys have seen in my videos that my first few books were awful. I wrote 10 books in 8 years before I sold my first one, so I clearly stunk at it. It took me a long time to learn how to actually write a book, which is why I'm hoping to get you guys a little bit further along than I was. And great, I'm glad to hear that, Robert, that you're going to keep moving forward because you will learn a lot. And Wendy, yes, I do know your journey. Wendy's part of the mastermind group, which we do have a waiting list for that. We're going to start the next group in January because we had so many fill up the first group that I had to start a waiting list for the second one. And so if you want to be on that, just DM me or go to the website and there's some information there. So let's do another 10 minutes. Because I think that is good timing to do that. Otherwise, I'll just talk your ear off. All right, see you guys in 10 minutes. There we go, another 10 minutes. And I pushed the wrong time on my timer there, so we might have gone an extra minute. But it was good because I was getting really into the revisions that I was doing, and that was really exactly what I needed to do today. So I'm hoping to do one more of these and then get through this next chapter. So I'll be like a quarter of the way, I think, through the whole book. I edited the first 13 pages so far. So let me know how your writing is going, if you guys are working on your characters. Oh, I was going to share a writing prompt, and I totally forgot, so I'll have to do it on Friday. I did write one, and I'll have to share it on Friday. It was just kind of an idea for what to do with your main character, or like a line to finish. And so I thought that would be a great way to start off, like we did on Friday. So in case you didn't know, we have a live stream every Friday at 4 o'clock Eastern time, and we do about an hour then. Today we're just going to do the 3 sprints because I do have to get back to regular work and get that done today and pick up my Walmart pickup order. You know, life interferes all the time with writing. But I'll be back here again on Friday. So if you do get a question between here and then, just either drop it in these comments or come Friday and write with us. And I'll have a more structured kind of writing prompt there. Like I said, this was last minute. So let's do one more, and I'll get through hopefully the first quarter of this book, and you guys will get whatever you're doing done. See you in 10 minutes. Okay, that's our third one. I got through the first 2 chapters of that revision, which I'd like to get a little further, of course, always an overachiever here. But that's good. That's better than where I was before that, because this is due January 15th. So between the holidays and everything else, I definitely want to make sure that I leave myself enough time to get this revision back to my editor. I hope you all had a great writing day, a little impromptu thing, and I'm so glad you joined me just for, just because it's a Monday and I really like to write fiction. And I'm thrilled to see you here. So if you are watching the replay, or if this is your first time joining us, be sure to come by on Fridays at 4 o'clock where we do a full hour. And I'm super excited to see what you guys are working on. Again, drop a question in the comments if you have it, or check out the Writing Compelling Fiction community, because that's where you'll find all of the downloads for plotting and character development. And there's lots more downloads to come. We're also going to offer a class soon that we're going to do as a live stream as well. So I'm just kind of putting that together and figuring out what we're going to do with that. So look for an announcement soon. So thank you again for being here, and I will see you guys on the other side of the page.